G'day, welcome to youtube.com/Geek Aloud. Today we're going to have a look at the launch title that came out with the PSVR2 Horizon Call of the Mountain. You can see there, it does get a bit shaky on the screen just holding the headset. Hopefully once we get it on and cracking we will settle that down a bit. So as I mentioned, launch title come out last week and put a couple of hours into it. What we might do is just jump back to the start and give you a bit of a show of the actual start section, which is, in my opinion, was pretty fantastic the first time we chucked it on. So we will chuck on the headset here. It's pretty straightforward when you do it. As you can see, whack it on, you push the button to slide it back and then just tighten it up there. Grab your controllers. Let's see what we got there. Little button there. There's a little button underneath there which you can see. So there's your. You can sort of see them on the screen anyway. Minus that little navigation sort of button there. New game, and we'll jump into it here. So as I said, put a couple of hours into it, and we did discuss last week in the Gaming Enforcement Agency, GEA, which is myself, Troy, and Unky Dunky discussing the games
If the boat goes over, it'll drown in these chains.
that we've been playing each week. And that's 8 o'clock Thursday night Eastern Australian time.
There. Can't walk in the light, you can't see in the light, right?
We should have staked him out and left him for the Glint Hawks. Damn Shadow Karja.
Several years in the military, and she still believes in justice.
Will you sit your patronizing ass down and paddle?
So this is obviously the opening section here, and I reckon it looks pretty amazing. You can see over into the water there, you can see through the water, and then some of the scenery as well.
Is this a prisoner exchange?
Keep your voice down. There are machines out here.
Blameless Mirage's giving you a chance. We won't make it back to Don's grasp alive. You can toss him about a pardon. So, either take your chances with us, or Stormbird.
Never come this far to get struck by lightning.
As you can see, they're throwing some of the big guns at you early just to set the mood and set the experience.
So Sun King of Eyes will want to pardon me, a notorious enemy soldier. What does he want in return? Hey, I asked you a question.
Sol Valley's been filling with machines.
The sun brought us Edom and Shadow to find out why. Me?
You and Marad have lost your minds.
Hey, you can't blame Marad.
I mean, the graphics speaking, it looks pretty good from what you can see. All the robots. There's the tall net coming across there.
It's headed towards us. If those machines keep coming, there's not going to be anything left of Dawn's grasp when we get there.
Blameless Marad would have sent for reinforcements.
If there were reinforcements coming, we wouldn't have been sent to drag this murdering stain out of prison. How they can offer him a pardon? Not a chance.
Everyone says Ryas is a good shot.
Yeah, and I'll put arrows through both of us. You're switching with me. What? Just get up front and paddle.
If there are watchers, there's going to be something more out there too.
And you better hope we can deal with it.
Did we lose them?
Keep quiet.
Flusher's still following us?
Stick to the key set before we find out.
Sun shines upon the worthy. Sun shines upon the worthy. The sun shines upon. What was that? It's a snap mob.
Get to the dock.
There's more of them. Give me my bow. We're not gonna make it.
We have to. I'm not dying for a shadow coach.
And again, it does look pretty incredible, and it's quite immersive once you're actually in the headset itself, taking it all in.
Give me your hand. I'll get to you. Just hold on.
Get me next. I've got to get off this dock.
So then this is one of the main things of it is the climbing aspect of it. As you can see there, and it does, to be honest, once you start getting into it, you do work up a bit of a sweat. You've got the headset on, obviously, which when you're playing games on it that aren't particularly or don't have a lot of movement involved in them, you find that it's not too bad just to sort of sit there and play. But once you start getting movement involved, I found it becomes quite hot inside the headset itself.
If I remember my maps right, I'm on the bright dawn. Dawn's grasp is on the other side of it. Do I go there or make a break for it? I'm not a criminal. I go to Dawn's grasp and see what it wants.
And this is where you sort of need to work that camera rotation a bit.
I'm not trying to run. Hey!
So, another soldier from the boat is alive. She thinks I'm trying to start.
And here we go with the bow, so
Oh, looks like someone's target practice got interrupted. Finally, some good luck.
oh, it's the trigger. I was pushing the side button there. So you can see some of the targets that you can sort of practice with.
At least now I can fight back. Will Moran really offer me a pardon if I get Don's grasp? They're not gonna forgive a shadow of Edom just like that. There must be a catch.
As you sort of look around, just make sure I haven't missed any there. Ooh, one down here. Oh. Now, we'll say that I am not, in real life terms, the best with height, so I find myself, I'm not sure I've had anyone else sort of experience it, that after probably 20 minutes, half an hour, I'll sort of get, not so much the motion sickness, but you just sort of that climbing up on the heights and looking around just becomes a bit no, we don't want to change the movement. Quite happy with that, thank you very much.
If I don't reach Dawn's grasp before that soldier, Williams Morales sent every unit in the sun after me.
So there we go. It's in essence some of the opening segment and some of the mechanics of it. So there's, as I said, there's a fair bit of climbing involved in it. As you can see, I've got a bit of sweat on there. A fair bit of climbing involved in it, plus the bow and arrow. These sort of two main mechanics as you're moving yourself around the world, and we discussed it a bit more at length in terms of my initial impressions on GEA last week, Gaming Enforcement Agency, as I mentioned before, 8 o'clock at Thursday nights, Eastern Australian time. For myself, Unky Dunky and Troy, where we're discussing the games we've played for the week. We discuss the news of the week, and then the standoff, where we pick a topic each week, throw a number of games up there that are going to fit into that topic and pick a winner. Last week, given that we just had the VR released, we decided to throw up our best VR experience. So if you missed that one, jump into the channel, have a look and see what our pick was for that one. That'll pretty much do it. Make sure that you check out the rest of the channel. We've got more of these Let's Plays, in-store videos, and some other information sort of stuff. We did one the other day with the new games on PlayStation Plus. So if that's something that interests you, make sure that you jump into the channel and check it out. And what else can you do with it? You can like and subscribe it, and you will never miss it.
Oh, that was luck. Hey, that's something. Oh, look out!
Two players play.
Old Uncle Donkey. Geek Donkey.